Hi, Gloria. I affirm that this evidence is my own authorship. I don't appeal to plagiarism in any of its forms. I established that I am preparing and develop this activity. I have followed the guidance of the Tecnológico de Monterrey Code of Ethics.
The campaigns NIVEA Naturally Good and NIVEA Sun, Ocean Respect, Protect and Moisture aim to position the brand as a leader in sustainability. Naturally Good focuses on creams that claim to be 98% natural, with vegan formulas, promoting the idea of self-care that is also responsible for the planet. Ocean Respect promotes sunscreens as ocean-friendly by removing filters like oxybenzone and octinazate and by using bottles made with 50% recycled plastic. Both campaigns target families and environmentally conscious consumers, spreading their message through packaging, advertisements, official websites, and social media. Despite this positive communication, both campaigns have been accused of greenwashing. In Naturally Good, the 98% natural claim relies on ISO 16128 standards, which allow chemically processed ingredients, including water, to be counted as natural. This creates confusion, as most consumers interpret natural as free of synthetics. In fact, lawsuits in the US have accused NIVEA of misleading advertising. In Ocean Respect, the reef-friendly label is not officially regulated. Removing two filters is progress, but other ingredients such as octocrylene still harm marine ecosystems. Similarly, bottles made with 50% recycled plastic do not guarantee real circularity if they are not collected and reused. These limitations directly affect 12 Sudanese pounds, responsible production and consumption, and 14 Sudanese pounds, life below water, since they create a false sense of safety while leaving systemic problems unresolved.
Message of both campaigns uses flashy numbers on labels like vegan or reef friendly, combining with green colors and calming images. The context is the growing pressure from regulations, such as ban on some filters in Hawaii and the rise in customer demand for sustainable products. The main goal is clear: gain the market share and improve the reputation under the idea of eco consumption, which suggests that buying products helps to save the planet. But the message contains several mistakes. The naturalistic fallacy: natural is equal to sustainable as generalization, without two filters is equal safe for the sea. And the appeal of technical authority using ISO 600-128 as proof even thought that most people don't understand it. The tone is aspirational, meant to reduce criticism and build trust. Ideas actions are real but only practical. Eliminating some harmful filters and using recycled plastic are good steps, but they don't solve the bigger problems. There is no full scientific proof that filters are safe, and there is no circular packaging system. The impact is limited compared to the scale of the challenge. On social media, the campaigns get many likes and positive comments, but mostly shows activism, superficial activism that doesn't lead to real change in consumption or pressure on the company. Elements are missing. NIVEA doesn't publish independent studies on the ecological effects of all its sunscreens. Also doesn't share verified data on packaging recovery or refill systems. Terms like natural, reef-friendly are not clearly defined. There is also little education from customers about alternatives like wearing UV protective clothing or using real sustainable sunscreen that doesn't damage our ecosystem. The contrast is sharp. NIVEA shows the progress and commitment, but scientific sources like National Geographic warn that sunscreen are emerging pollutants that harms our coral, fish, and birds. Legal cases also question the page of natural claims in Naturally Good. To improve, NIVEA should turn these campaigns into complete programs with verified commitments. Natural Goods should explain clearly how it calculates its natural percentages. Ocean Respect should publish independent studies and set verified targets for packaging circularity. Other actors also matter. The company must be transparent, authorities must regulate and punish misleading labels. Citizens must consume critically and use return system. And media and NGOs must check claims and educate with evidence. The message to society should use ethos, logos, and pathos responsibility. Ethos appeal to the right to true information and the duty to protect the environment. Logos share the real data, like recovery rates and the reduction of harmful chemicals. Pathos show testimonies from coastal communities and scientists affected by pollution, creating empathy without manipulation. These campaigns work because they make the action seem easy. With one purchase, we believe we protect our skin and the planet. But it's also dangerous because it creates a false security and slows down the real change. Harmful results are clear. Industry transformation is delayed, and the customer trust is lost when the promises fall short. To avoid this, brands must move from slogans to true actions, from flashy numbers to transparent data, and from aspirational campaigns to real commitments. Only then will stop being greenwashing and really contribute to the sustainable development goals. Three things I didn't know and now I am aware of. I learned that many cosmetic products marketed as natural or eco-friendly are based on standards that allow companies to consider their ingredients as natural, even if have been like in chemical processes. The second one is I discovered that sunscreen filters are extremely harmful to the marine ecosystem, especially coral reefs, and that millions tourists using these products each year contribute to coral bleaching and biodiversity loss. And the third one, I realized that campaigns like natural goods or ocean respect can sound sustainable, but in in really they don't address the main problems: the massive plastic packaging and the lack of a circular system. I do like to find more out. The first one is to search more about real alternatives in cosmetic industry. For example, companies that develop solid sunscreen or refillable packaging or biodegradable materials. The second one, I want to explore how international regulations like those in Hawaii that ban harmful sunscreen ingredients could influence in global companies like NIVEA and truly push them to change. In conclusion, this activity helped me to understand the difference between authentic sustainability and the greenwashing. It made me more conscious about the power of the information and the importance of demanding companies to be more transparent in their products and labels.